Hello everyone and welcome back to the Trinidad Kitchen. In today's video, we're going to be doing yet another Trinidadian favorite Barfi ice cream. This is a collaboration with Trini Cooking with Natasha, so I'm going to put her video down here. So let's get going and let's see how to make Barfi ice cream. So as you read in the title, this is a no machine method. So those of us who do not have a ice cream machine like myself are going to use this recipe to make the ice cream. We'll be using 3 cups of heavy whipping cream, a half a cup of powdered milk, a teaspoon of elychee, ground elychee, a quarter cup of the juice of ginger. So like you grate the ginger and you squeeze out the juice. So we're going to be using a quarter cup of the juice, 1 cup of white sugar, and some sprinkles, because what is Barfi if it doesn't have sprinkles? So in order to make this process go a little bit faster and a little easier, this is not mandatory or needed. This is just something to make everything a little easier. You're going to get a bigger bowl than what you're going to whip your cream in. You're going to fill it with ice cubes, and you're going to put some salt. Just about a tablespoon of salt. And then, not using your hands, because this is going to burn, you're going to mix the salt into the ice. So the next step is to very carefully make a well with the ice, and you're going to nestle your bowl inside of it. So the tool we'll be using to whip the ice cream today will be this hand mixer. And you can use, if you have a KitchenAid stand mixer or any means, you could even just sit there and whip this with your hands. It'll be tiring, but if you want to do it for the ice cream, I mean, go ahead. Anything to just whip this mixture and make your ice cream. So our first step is to add the milk powder, the ginger. I'm probably not going to use all of this. I'm just going to add a little bit, and then we can taste it actually. And the sugar. Almost forgot one of the main ingredients, the elychee. And we're gonna start the mix. So you're gonna start on low. Make sure you got a good grip of both bowls. And you're gonna just start incorporating everything together. So it will get a little frothy, and you'll notice that the sugar will start to dissolve and everything will mix into one mixture. And then you're just gonna kick it up to maybe, like, if your settings are low, medium, high, in between low and medium. And you're just gonna keep it that way until you get to your final product. So this should not take longer than maybe 10 minutes or so. So I've reached the consistency that I want. It took about 5 minutes of non-stop whipping with the mixer. And I'm just gonna whip it on the lowest speed just so I could show you. You can already kind of see how thick it is. And you can see that when you dip your blades into the liquid, it slowly drips. And it's just before it reaches the peak of whipped cream. This is the perfect consistency. This is where you want it. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this out into my container. So I've got my container here. It's a big one. It's got a lid. And I'm just going to empty out my contents into this container. And now before you cover this up and freeze it, we're just going to put the trademark Barfi sprinkles on top. We're gonna just do a light amount because before we serve, we're going to garnish with more sprinkles. Then grab your lid, cover it, and this goes in your freezer, your deep freezer, for at least 6 hours. So I'm gonna leave it in overnight. Tomorrow I'm going to open up the container and we're gonna plate out some, and I'm gonna show you guys how it looks. It's gonna be great. So let's keep watching to see how the end result comes. Alright, so here we are, well into the next day. It's the moment we've been waiting for. And here's our perfect Barfi ice cream. Looks like somebody already sampled it for me. Okay, so let me just scoop out a little bit so that you guys can see how perfect it came out. So here it is, the Barfi ice cream. You can garnish this with your sprinkles. And now for the taste. And it tastes just like a melted Barfi, especially with the elychee and the ginger. And after it freezes, the taste just gets amplified. It's perfect. So please make sure you give this recipe a go, and also check out Natasha's version down below. It'll be in the description. And I will also try to incorporate her recipe on the right side of the screen, and as usual, my previous recipe will be on the left side of the screen. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you with another recipe, another probably year.